I'm gonna tell the story, so you don't necessarily have to listen to it. I'm gonna try to tell it fast and not actually do anything on the game, because Drew's already heard it, so... But nobody else has. So, for the last couple nights, my sister and I have been going on these Pokemon adventures. We went out the, last week or something when the game first came out, so we could try to figure out how to find Pokestops and stuff. And she figured out how to actually use them. And then I ran out of Pokeballs and I never went anywhere. So last night we went out to get more Pokeballs. And there were some people around where, the City Hall area of where I live. And it's whatever, right? So tonight we go out and there's a shit ton more people out there. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about all these people. But my team, I'm on blue team. I'm on Team Mystic. And it had the gym, so I went there to see if I could try to train my Pokemon. I can't because all the Pokemon there are too strong. Because I'm too low level. Which I think is pretty stupid. Trainer level dictates the level of the Pokemon you can have, because I had enough Pidgey candies to get my Pidgeot to a higher CP, but I couldn't do that because of my trainer level. So, that was frustrating. But I went there to try to train up my Pokemon to see if I could, use these fucking potions that I got, maybe use revives if I have to. And then we decided to go walk across the street to try to get the Pokestops and whatever. My sister's bag was too full. So she was having to figure out if she wanted to actually part with some of the things that she had, or if she just wanted to not hit the Pokestops. So we go wandering around, and while we're wandering around, this group of people starts wandering towards us. And I'm like, God fucking damn it, I don't want to deal with people. But pretty much whenever we go out there, people avoid us, they don't really talk to us, which is how I like it. But this one girl fucking broke away from the pack, was like, "Are you guys Team Valor?" And Emily looked at me, and I was like... And she goes, "Are you guys Team Valor?" And I said, "She is." And she was like, "Oh, cool, are you gonna fight the gym with us?" And Emily was like, And she was like, "What about you? Are you on the team that has the gym?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Cool, you need to fight the gym with us." And Emily was like... She looked at Emily and said, "You need to fight the gym with us." And Emily was like, okay. And then she walked back over to her friends, who were fighting the gym. So, like, they all get together and start fighting the gym. And I go sit down, because this is like the first blue gym that I've seen in a while. Because everybody's fucking Team Valor, for some reason. There's some people that are Team Yellow, but I haven't really seen a lot of Team Mystic, and like all my fucking Facebook is fuck Team Mystic, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, sure, whatever. And then, so they do that, and then at some, like, I see a Pikachu on my radar, and I'm like, oh hey, there's a Pikachu on my radar. It's got 3 feet though, which means it's God knows where. And I look at Emily, and Emily eventually comes back. While she's over there fighting the gym, by the way, this woman walks by and says... And is talking to her, whoever she's walking around with, her son or what's his friend, something, I don't know. She's like, she starts, like, what I overhear of the story is that she found this cat, this black cat, she wanted to pet it, and she realized that it wasn't responding, and then she realized it wasn't responding because it was dead. And the guy's like, "Oh my god, you were petting a dead cat?" She was like, "Apparently!" And then they wandered off. And then they got sucked into the group of people that were like, "Are you on Team Red?" And then those people were like, trying to figure out where the hell this Pikachu was, and they were wandering all about, and they were like, "If you hear it, go hooty-hoo!" and stuff. And there was this black guy who apparently had been holding those gems, and he comes over and he's all like, "Who the fuck stole my gems? This motherfucker's stealing my gems." And like, okay. So we eventually left, and I took Emily up to her school, and at her school we drove around. There was a whole bunch of other people driving around, and if you drive slow enough, it'll register your movement, like if you're going less than 5 miles an hour or something, it'll register your movement as walking. So we hatched a bunch of Pokemon. I got like a Geodude, and a Charmander, and some Rattatas, and a Pidgey. That was cool. And then, so we drove around the school. We saw a Scyther on our campus, which I thought was rad as fuck, but we couldn't ever actually find it. And then we ended up driving back home. There wasn't a whole lot going on at Emily's school other than a shit ton of Pokestops, but we didn't actually like stop and get out of the car. Everybody was just kind of driving around. And then we drove to Sewanee Town Center because I figured that, you know, it's a big open area. It's got like a park type deal, and then it's got like those small businesses all around there. Where we go there, there's a fuck ton of people there. And I was like, shit, I don't know if I want to do this. So then we start driving around, and there's a shit ton of Pokestops and a shit ton of lures on these Pokestops. And we get out and we kind of wander around and we start catching some Pokemon leisurely, and there's people walking around like, oh, shouting down to each other, there's a Pinsir over here, and oh, I found an Eevee or some shit over here, you know? And they're like, oh, I already got that one. And while this is going on, me and Emily are just kind of parked in a spot catching Pokemon at our leisure. Oh great, what sort of Pokemon are you? It's just another fucking Pidgey. And then eventually, like, while we're standing there, these people are like, oh, I like to go over here, and there's people fucking noodling around on skateboards, and this one fat guy was sitting there, and I was like, oh yeah, it's another fat guy. I can believe that guy's into Pokemon. He's probably shy and fat and whatever. He's probably, you know, good guy to be friends with. But at some point, one of these people goes, there's a fucking Graveler this way! And everybody goes, what, a Graveler? And then everybody starts fucking running. Like, this whole fucking horde of people just start running after this guy that has literally, these people were running. This guy was bolting that way, and other people were running after him. People, like, looked around like, what the fuck, what? And then they ran after him. So me and Emily, like, look at each other like, should we follow them? So Emily gets up. I hadn't been sitting. So Emily gets up, and we both kind of walk that direction, unsure of whether or not we should be following him in the first place. We walk in that direction, and there's just this horde of people that are walking that direction. People keep going, where's everybody going? And some, you know, what are we all hunting? Is a Graveler. And we go that way, and I found a skateboard in the street, and so I picked it up and put it on the grass so it wasn't in the way of potential cars. And then we had to walk down this hill, and we walked down to this other Pokestop that was kind of out of the way. It wasn't on the main ride. We get down there, sure enough, there's a fucking Graveler, and there's just this, like, horde of people just all standing there talking about, like, oh... And as we're walking down there, this guy starts going, oh, there's a Raichu! There's a Raichu back there! And he fucking runs off. People are like, whatever, there's not a Raichu over there. So we all walk down there, and there's people like, how do I catch it? What do I do? What does it mean to do this? Blah, 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 blah. And, so... We go down there, me and Emily catch it, and then we're like, well, that was a Graveler, and then we walk back to where we were, and we get some Pokestops. And as we're walking back, I'm like, that's a cop car. Which makes sense, because there's a shitload of people all gathered here at like 1 o'clock at night. And then we get like some more Pokestops, and finally I'm like, you know what, fuck this, I'm getting in the car. So we get in the car. I tried to take pictures, take a video, but it was really dark, so my camera was like, fuck this. And then, on the way home, we stopped at the park. We drove around the park a little bit, and I hatched some more Pokemon. And then we actually drove home. And that guy that was bitching about the gyms, some people taking his gyms, he was still out walking around at like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:30, whatever time it was. I was like, why is he still out? And she was like, hatching eggs. I was like, god damn it. And then we got home, and like an hour and some change later, Dad got up to go to work. So that was a Pokemon adventure. One of the other things I thought was funny was, I think this is a cave I'm supposed to go into. One of the other things I thought was funny was that there were these people that were walking around, and one guy was like, yeah, I haven't really heard anything bad happening. I guess maybe somebody said that they had rocks thrown at their car. But that may have been more of a personal thing and not of a Pokemon thing. And I'm standing there like, there's a girl who found a dead body. There's a guy who got stabbed and then didn't go seek medical attention immediately because he was hunting Pokemon. He apparently went into like a 7-Eleven, and the fucking clerk was like, do you need help? And the guy was like, nah. And then he bought something and then left, and when he eventually found medical attention, when he sought medical attention finally, he needed 8 stitches. Santa Monica Pier is like going through transition. Like, they had to have a fire truck show up at Santa Monica Pier to kind of disperse everybody because there was too many people standing on it at one time. At, you know, 1 o'clock at midnight, 11 o'clock at night. So, yeah, no, there's nothing bad happening with Pokemon Go. No. Oh, Emily saw an article don't know its validity, that a little girl had apparently almost gotten hit by a car because she was trying to find a Pokemon and ran out into the street without paying any attention. I see where Busby. Okay, get fucked, Busby. Alright, I think this is the cave I'm supposed to go into. To continue the story. What do you say?
Get out of here!
Not in again?
His sageness will not see you.
Oh, there he is.
Before you sits his reverence Jock. I'm his disciple Jack.
Okay. Did you say it again? Yes. Look at him, he's so old. He's so old and beardy. I like a staff, it's cute, it's all windy. What?
Master speaks in the old tongue. Allow me.
You must undergo a test. Conquer the ones within and you'll find courage. Except what he said was Zendraku. Alright, let's give this a shot.
Right, good luck.
Cool, thanks. Fucking get off the stairs. Okay, so I just go through here? You're such a pain in my ass thing. Is it only the bow? Oh, you guys aren't charging to your max. Because I changed your sphere, your grid. Okay, cool. And I'm level 46, so I gotta do this. 6. Did I do that? Yeah, okay. Back to magic. Shit, yeah, 6. Okay. Okay. Goddamn axe. That's okay, for some reason the fucking axe is 11 stronger than the mana sword. Do I have charge of this? I do. Oh, I'm gonna sleep now. That's a mimic! What the fuck does a mimic- why? Why is there a mimic here? Okay, never mind. Oh, shapeshifter, I see. Okay. I wonder if there's like a dispel magic. Yes, there is. It's on shade. Get him! Or miss. Ow. Ouch. So, I wrote a thing last night, also, and I wasn't super happy with it. But it fucking... my computer restarted. And when I got up, I was like, oh, okay, so I logged into it. And when I logged into it, it said my computer needed to restart again. So I was like, okay, sure, fine, whatever. So I restarted it again, and then I was like, you know what, maybe I'll read that thing that I wrote, see if I can improve on it, whatever. And motherfuck, if, because I restarted the computer twice, it wasn't auto-saved in like the auto-recovery thing. And I was like, so now I have the option to, oh, I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get close to die. Okay, I'm just gonna take a hearty nap. Now I'm gonna die. Fine. You know what? Sylphid. Nope. You're the wrong one. Sylphid. Nope. You're still the wrong one. Okay, let's scan these Pokemons. Oh, 420 blaze it. Oh, you're dead now. You're just dead now. Okay, fine. Whatever. I got cups of wishes for days. Shit, stupid. I fucking hate. You must take the test of courage. Yeah, okay. Why did you do that? Just turn into a rabbit? That was a good idea. Okay, now I need the flail. Whoosh! Oh my god. Fucking, this is forever. Yeah, get him. Yeah, good luck trying to get magic out of him. Why is he dead? Why did he turn from a nitro pumpkin into a pumpkin bomb? Yay! Is it because it gives me shittier loot? What the fuck? Okay, I can use that to buy a new cup of wishes. Okay, I need the fucking— god damn it. X-Men 13. Okay, and then we go this way, and we do one of these, and then we continue going this way, and then we fuck that guy. Fuck all of these guys. Did I ever say if he was afraid of anything? Did that get repelled? Okay. Fucking, you know what? You know what we gonna do? We gonna fire bouquet on all you motherfuckers. I'm tired of this. Oh yeah, that's right. He's got a— shit. Okay, here's what we gonna do. We gonna fucking get exploded on. Cause Harvey's unconscious, he's just gonna get repeatedly exploded on. Good. Okay, let's do this move. Get some heals in here. Oh, jeez. That's some nice heal. I don't know what. Oh, he turned into a— what the fuck is that? Eggplant man. That makes sense, I guess. Oh good, I'm level 4 with this thing now. Why would you turn into a lesser creature? It just means I'm gonna kick your ass harder. I'll shove you in the corner over here. Do a fucking sweet roll. Let me buy Marma Blue. Marma Blue. But so, I've been having a lot of issues with writing lately. And for some reason, getting into all that vegetable stuff made me feel better. Like, because I guess everybody seemed to enjoy it regardless. I don't know. I think the major problem I was having was, that... Is this supposed to be a labyrinth? Oh, it's a mimic! It's a dead mimic. It's another Sonic the Hedgehog, and it hurts a lot. God damn. It's so frustrating. Guess what? It's time for another cure water. Fuck you. Ah, I see. Nope. Nope, no. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna switch back to this. Okay, no I'm not. I'm gonna fucking die. That's what I'm gonna do. What the hell? Okay, we're gonna... Eggplant man. Not afraid of anything? Okay, guess what then? We're gonna Dark Force on everybody, and we're gonna use another fucking couple wishes on Harvey. Okay. That didn't super work out the way I wanted it to. Get him, me! Let's use Luna. Of course, as well. Burned out. Didn't actually do that. Okay, let's do this on everybody. God, fucking damn phone. Stop it. Somebody followed me on Tumblr. Put this on mute. Oh, everybody's dying. Whoop. Nope. Stop paying attention for like 2 seconds. I'm out a couple wishes. Shit. Get to casting. This isn't a test of courage, this is a test of- this is a fucking gear check. And I'm failing. Fuck. Okay, so what is the weapon supposed to be good against? I'll use the Whoopaga! Nope. They just still have- you know what? You know what's good against fucking these? Ice? That was not good. That means something else is good against these things. Blast! Oh shit, they were super weak against that. Let's get to it. Okay. Fuck. Fucking go up here. Goddamn. I sure hope I don't encounter some. It begins! Win and you pass the test! Rah! Oh! I have to fight myself. Actually, you know what? Let's do Sylphid on Shadow 1. Lumina. Let's use Lucent Beam. One damage. I'm gonna switch back to my sword. Oh, they come with the weapons they start with. Why is it chugging so hard? So she's a punchy. She's a punch wizard. You're not very good with it, you know. Face thyself. It's fucking dodgy. It's dodgy little shit. Oh, I never went to Watts. Oops. Did we kill him? Killed him! Okay. They nodded as they died. Yeah, you did it. Okay. Is Brat gonna talk to me anymore? No? Okay, well I guess I'll just leave then. Oh, didn't have to take- okay. Here we go. We won! Huh? Where's Jock?
Well done. When you put your hearts together, nothing can stop you. You will master the sword by joining courage, knowledge, and love.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume knowledge is Sprite, courage is boy, and love is girl. And also, isn't it supposed to be courage, knowledge, and power? I'm Jock. The old man was an illusion. That's why he couldn't talk. Why didn't you help us sooner, you piece of shit?
You aren't ready yet.
Your ears could hear, but not your heart.
I waited for you to find your inner strength. Also, you needed to activate all the mana seeds. The Emperor seeks to raise the sunken land. Atop the coral, you'll find the Tree Palace. Below lies the Mana Fortress. Something evil seeks the seals. Hurry!
Okay. Did you give me back my mana? Yes, you did. Cool. I'm gonna go buy my couple fucking wishes because you. Okay, fuck that. Egatrice? Look at these big numbers. Oh, they're so big. Get down here, young lady. Oh, I need a whip. Nope. So you see how Neko isn't there, but he was there in the other video? It's like, fucking what? Okay. I don't think struggling does anything, but I'm gonna do it. Anyway, here we go. Oh, hey, box. Are you a couple wishes? Please be a couple wishes. Nope. Man, girl is way too hype to actually release her whatever. I wish there was a way for me to just jump down so I didn't have to actually traverse this whole area. It's just stupid and frustrating. Oh, everybody's attacking that bee. Too fucking bad! One of the things that's frustrating about the whip is that it doesn't usually hit things in the path, you have to hit it on the arc. So you have to know how long it is to be able to hit shit with it sometimes. Like you could do it in its face, but it usually takes a severely diminished amount of damage. Or I could get energy absorbed. Check this out. See? I mean, I know hits. Okay. So I'm not hitting it, and I'm still not hitting it. I have to hit it. I'm still not hitting it. Never mind. It's JK. Whatever. Alright. So, like, some of these weapons are really interesting to me. You get this whip, and it's literally a ranged weapon. You cannot hit things with it unless it's at range. Sometimes you can't even do that. Okay, get fucked. See, like, it could have hit that bee, but it shows it's not programmed to hit that bee. What was that, zoning? I think that's one of the reasons why, even though you had to use the whip for traversal... Okay. Even though you had to use the whip for traversal, I didn't like to use it in combat because of the finicky fucking ranged controls on it. I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna buy me some cup of wishes, and then go find out what the hell they're talking about. See, they're 150. If I bought them from Neko, they'd be 300. Okay, they have them for almost? Okay, cool. Alright. BRB then.